Alright, welcome back everybody. This is episode 18 of All the Mods Remastered Expert Mode. I am your host, Lord Snoot, and today we're going to turn the music off. Just down. In fact, no, we're going to go all the way off. Options, music and sounds, music off. Done. Sorry about that. So yeah, today we are going to be looking at Botania. And I've got some little bits ready. The reason we're going down this route is I got sick of chasing the alloy smelter basically. So a little bit of a break for me. And the one thing I have got done is our bricks ready, so we can hand that quest in. Get some more bricks. Now then, fermenter and growth powder is what it's after. So we can look at this, and if I've done my job properly, I should have everything tucked away in here. So that's that. The growth powder is redstone. And grass, I believe, which we already have somewhere. And seeds. And a pestle. Where have I put? There's my grass. And then my pestle should be in here. So we can get that going straight away. That gives us a couple of stacks of growth powder. That should be enough for now. Let's get this fermenter finished. And that's that done. So in our book, we'll claim the growth powder. We will claim the fermenter and the carpenter. Now we're on to floral fertilizer. So this is how we're going to get our Botania flowers, which we are going to need. That's going to give us 8. So we've got verdant sprigs, liquid starlights, and old roots, plus the usual suspects. So we've got those, and those. That's not a problem. So this starlight, what is all that about? And that is a very good question, because that's caught me by surprise actually, to be honest. So we'll put this away so I'm not getting confused. And we will look at it again. So floral fertilizer, liquid starlight. How do we get liquid starlight? In a light well with aquamarine. Okay, so how do we make a light well? Do not extract starlight with fluiducts, it can corrupt save files. Runed marble, chiseled marble, attuned crystals or rock crystals on a luminous crafting table. Luminous crafting table. Doesn't seem to be a recipe for that, so I'll have to do some research. But let's not get distracted. Camouflage paneling. This is one of the components used to make the forestry greenhouse blocks, which are then turned into living rock. So it wants us to make, that was my cat sneezing if you heard that, 8 camouflage paneling. Camouflage. So we want a carpenter, and we're going to want biomass, which is made in the fermenter. So that's what we wanted that for. Now, that looks like it just needs water, fertilizer, and anything organic. I would say that is. So water. How do we make fertilizer? Sand and appetite. Well, we've got appetite. That's fine. We've got lots of sand out of our water strainer. What am I doing wrong? Doesn't have to be in the middle, does it? Surely it does. Wow, that should be enough fertilizer. It's probably way too much, but who cares? That's what I say. Let's go and get our... In fact, we'll make another well. Stone and iron. That can be our infinite water supply. And then we're going to want a liquid transfer node to pump it in. I believe I've got some wiring in my bag. I have. Okay, let's go up here. Not up here. Up here. So we'll just stick this above the carpenter. We've also got the stuff to put the electrodes in there so we can cook up osmium when we need to. You gonna let me pull water out? It doesn't look like it, does it? Whoa. Do it the old-fashioned way for now. That might need a world interaction upgrade or something. Although, can we use that? No, it doesn't look like you can auto-extract in there. What are we missing? Oh, the organics. That's fine. We can fix that. If I come down here, what have we got the most of? Rice seeds. Don't really want to be using those in the near future. Keep going up there. My brain's obviously telling me I want to go to bed. That won't let me put it in. Typical, isn't it? The one thing I grab. Saplings is alright. They can only go in the squeezer. Okie dokie. It's going to be like that game. We will use... Have we got a load of saplings over here? We have. And sugarcane. Let's try this sugarcane and this. We'll take some saplings just in case. Will fall off. Ooh, it's a good job I checked that. Right, let's try again. Saplings, and that's going to make us biomass. Now the biomass is used in the camouflage. Yeah, in the carpenter with wood, ash, dyes and wood pulp. So we've got the dyes, that's taken care of. We've got the 2 flowers. We can use lapis for that. We've got ash, I believe, in here as well. Wood isn't an issue. Wood pulp, on the other hand, is just wood in a carpenter with water. So that should be everything we need to get our first camouflage panellings, and we've all got all those bricks ready. So we should be getting close to being able to make... No, that's got no water left. We could do that, and then we'll grab a bucket. And it'll swap them over, just when I'm not looking. Okay, so back in our fermenter, we're getting plenty of biomass, that's cool. Where did that... There it is. So I think we should be able to... Like so, we can. So we wanted wood with ash above it. We've forgotten the lapis. So yellows in the... I don't know if it's shaped or shapeless crafting. Wood pulp on the bottom, so we just need some lapis. Voila. And there comes our panelling. So how many of those do we need to make? 8. Take a bite to eat. And we'll go and get our bricks. Put that away. Just stick that in there. We've always got biomass now. There's... We can just leave that going, can't we, actually? Take them out, get our quest. It's going to give us a few more. And then we're on to making greenhouse blocks. So that's nice and straightforward. Down to a crafting bench. Like so. It's going to give us another 4. So now we're stuck at the floral fertilizer. So I'll put those away. Let's have a look in here. Astral beginnings. Aquamarine. So we've got to go and farm that first. Let's go and... What time of day is it? Midday. So this aquamarine stuff, I read that it grows in sand near water, just under the water level, next to rivers in particular. So let's go over here. So we're looking for little blue balls, if you like, in amongst the sand. There's a big patch of sand over there. Let's whip over to that one. Too far. In fact, going to that desert by the water might not be a bad idea either. Not seeing any. Try down here. This looks more promising. Got a frog in my throat today. Not literal. Nothing there. The cow's telling me where it is. This is going to be a struggle, isn't it? There's some, I think. Yeah, there we go. Aquamarine shale with a shovel. So, now you guys know what it looks like. Wow. I will go ahead and get the rest of what we need. And I'll meet you back at base. See you in a second, folks. Alright, folks, we're back. I do have a little bit of the aquamarine. Salmon blue streaks, yeah, that's what we found. Aquamarine is mostly beaches, rivers, lakes and oceans just below the waterline, give or take a few levels. Okay, so we've got that, and it's going to give us some paper, as you do. The Astral Sorcery Journal is critical for progression. It is used to unlock research, log progress, learn information, and even store constellation paper. To open its inventory, shift right click while holding the journal. To access the research, open the journal and zoom in. Mouse scroll wheel on the Discovery Galaxy until you see the connected topics. So we need a journal. This is completely new to me. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy learning this with me. We just need a book. There's a totally new mod for me, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. Going to give us an aquamarine. Now then, a resonating wand. Let's have a look in this book. So that's my mouse wheel, zooming in. And the first thing it wanted to do was this resonating wand. Wow. When using a crafting table near one of the strange crystals in the ancient ruins, the crystal instinctively focuses a single ray of light onto the table. The light is dim, yet it seems to have an effect on the malleability and density of certain materials on the crafting table. This unlocks various crafting recipes that are not normally possible, the simplest object of which that can be crafted is a basic one that can be used to interact with various types of starlight sensitivities. Starlight sensitive devices. Needs light shining at it when crafting. The resonated wand also has some other curious properties. When it's held in either hand at night, it vibrates and emits energetic sparks of light, white light that gather in seemingly random locations around the surface of the land. Nothing seems out of place or special on the surface though. Maybe there's something deep underground. Interesting. So we want some marble, some aquamarine and an ender pearl, which we've got in here. And an ender pearl. And we're going to want a crafting bench outside, aren't we? Marble, marble. Let's get down here. Might have to make a shrine or something up on the hill for this. That could be quite cool. So it was marble, marble, ender pearl. There's one of the stars there, look. I'm missing something. Ancient shrines. Oh, we know where the ancient shrines are. Marble bricks. The ancient shrines are also built entirely out of it and reflective capability seems to interact with the starlight in a promising manner. If the ancient builders recognise marble, right, so maybe we should take this over to... Now there was one near, there's one there, but that's quite far away. Well, let's head to that one, so it's due that way, west. Due that way. I'm aware you guys are probably struggling to see anything. I'm hoping I can get there pretty quick. There it is. Arrows flying all around me. Skeleton shooting at me. There you are. Hi. Now that sea lantern doesn't seem to be doing much, but we can light it up ourselves. No trouble. Here we are for our Astral Sorcery, so let's try that again. That goes there. The only thing I can think is it needs to be marble bricks, because otherwise that wouldn't be telling us. Looks like we can use any of them. Oh, strange. What I'll do, folks, I'll put a little cut in and see if I can't get this started. And I'm sorry if you're face palming away, but like I say, this is completely new to me, so it might take me a little while to get my head around it. I'll be back shortly, folks. Alright, folks, welcome back, and you will see we're somewhere new. What I did, I had another good look through the books and all that sort of stuff, and it actually said, if I can find it, I'll show you. For the tier 1 crafting table, floating crystal in the temple basement. That's not the start of it. To make a luminous crafting table, bring 1 vanilla crafting table, which we've got, and 6 marble, and 1 sooty marble to the base of one of the larger astral sorcery temples found randomly in cold places. The luminous crafting tables require starlight to work, the strength of which is indicated at the bottom of the its UI. Starlight is usually strongest at high elevations to craft. First place ingredients in the luminous crafting table, then shift right click with a resonating wand. So this is where I've come. I did say a vanilla crafting table, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to hope that that's now pointing at it, so I'm hoping we get a resonating wand. Alright. Oh, it tells you how to do it. Small lattice height, which includes a luminous crafting table or vanilla crafting table whilst under a floating crystal. When held, the resonating wand will act as a divining rod, indicating via columns of white smoke the location of rock crystals buried deep underground at very low Y levels. Use journey map to mark the X and Z coordinates and then manually edit Y coordinates to 5 or so to indicate the likely location of rock crystal ore. You may have to travel a bit in the overworld with your rod in your right hand before you see white smoke columns. Okay. Rock crystals. Using the resonating wand to locate the rock crystal deep or underground 5 or so. Rock crystal will be used in a lot of Astral Sorcery crafting. Refer to the Astral Sorcery journal entry or the rock crystals in the Exploration Galaxy for more. So we want one of these. So I'm going to mark this on my mini-map so we can come back in the future. I'm hoping the sun's coming up. We've got some slime, so I guess we just walk round looking for white smoke. So what we'll do, I'll start heading back to base and I'll have a little wander around and I'll bring you guys back in if we see any of these white smoke particles. Sounds interesting, different mechanic for sure. Poison ivy, that's not what we want. Right folks, I'll bring you back once I find out what these white smoke columns look like. See you later. So, I'm almost back at base, and if we'd have a look at the mini-map, I've walked from here all the way over here. It's about 600 blocks or so. I've been holding this resonating wand. I'm not seeing anything. As base has come back, I'm not seeing anything at all in the way of smoke pillars or hints as to where I might have to go. So I'm really not sure. I'll probably have to go and watch some YouTube videos or Google it or something. Ooh, lag spike. To see if we can't work out what to do. But if you guys know, please feel free to leave me a comment because any help is appreciated. Let's dump all this stuff off here. We've got some new blocks. We're going to end up with a inventory full of garbage, aren't we? But yeah, I think one more last little look around. We will just wait till night time. How about that? Because it might be that it only works while it's got the stars shining on it. Let's get somewhere safe for night time to come. But I can't see anything around. I don't know if it's because my render distance isn't up high enough or what. But we're getting quite close to the end of the book. Using the resonate wand to locate rock, crystal or deep underground. When held, the resonating wand will act like a divine rod, indicating via columns of white smoke the location of rock crystals very deep underground. Use journey map to mark them. You may have to travel a bit in the overworld. See white smokes coming from the ground. Just white columns of smoke coming from the ground. There. Do you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's get to that. So I've been looking for them in the sky, but in actual fact, here it. Can you see? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really, really faint. Oh, there. So there we go. So that's what it looks like. So let's have a quick dig down. Let's see if we can't find out what all this is about. And then we'll put a little cut in. Oh, uninspected minerals. That's handy. Need those. I'll pick them up on the way back. And some more there. That's for the rock hounding stuff that we're still doing. All the way down to Y5. And now I know I'm digging down, but this little technique, if you can react quick enough, you're generally safe. So we've managed to find our way back to the mine shaft. We've now got another modifier to use on the pickaxe. How many have we got now on there? 3. Might put some redstone. That's almost like it was telling us what to do. And pick up all that on the way back. And there it is. Rock crystal ore from... Wow. Such pure crystals. And then the next thing to do is a tier 1 crafting table. So we will get to that next time. That's given us 3. Something seems to be here, but you can't tell what it is. Okay, folks. Wow. Here I am down the hole. Hello. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're enjoying this new mod. Well, it's certainly new for me. We'll be back in the next episode. If anyone's got any feedback, tips, or help on this Astral Sorcery, excuse me, I'm going to have to get a drink. Please feel free to leave a comment, because I'm going to need some help with this one, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. And if you don't want to, well, knickers to you. See you later, folks.